Hello and welcome to Gaia Blooming GPS. This is where Nicole Oman and I, Mimi Clark, come together to pull cards for you to help you navigate the week ahead. Astro shifts for the week ahead, and we've got an interesting week. Kind of a mellow week, not too many shifts, but we're building to a few, more of the Saturn, Leo, or Scorpio, Leo energy to work with. So we're starting with the moon shifting into Libra today, Monday, and that'll take us through Thursday. And this moon in Libra is actually, it's making a few connections with the divine feminine energy and a few connections with masculine energy. And the card I pulled, I love this because Libra is all about balance. I pulled the integration card. And this card is saying, hey, you need to find the balance. The feminine you can help you be creative and receive. And meanwhile, you need the masculine energy as well to help move you, drive you, and show you what to give. But I also pulled this card, the fighting card. And I think, I don't think we're really taught how to embrace our feminine and masculine, how to make them work together. And oftentimes I think there is like a fight within us. This also could be, relationship stuff. Funny enough, Nicole and I were just talking about this relationship stuff. Moon in Libra. Libra is the sign of relationships. And we are building this week to Venus squaring, Venus in Leo squaring the moon in Scorpio. So there's some relationship stuff up. So find the balance within, and then hopefully it can help you integrate the balance without. And then from the goddesses, receptivity, Hathor. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So this goes right along with all this energy, this Libra energy. And I can't wait to hear what Nicole has to say about all this.
Okay, so I picked for today, for this Libra moon energy, for the next few days, because the moon will be in Libra for a few days. The first card came up, the creator. And at first it was upside down, but I like pulling these kind of right side up. And the reason why I feel, which is kind of awesome, because look at the coloring with the other card that I brought up, is it's the music card. So we're wanting to create in this energy. We're wanting to kind of keep moving forward. But then I got another card, the miser card. And this is holding on to something, especially physical, or maybe a belief structure. So not a lot of things can come in. And that's where the receptivity, it's like we have to let go of some things so we can create something new. We got to let go of some things to create something new. And if you're trying to hold on, then you're not being able to really use all of your creative energy. So it feels like, if something's not working in your life, allow it to be let go. And a really good assistance with that, bring in some music. The music will be able to flow some more harmony in your life. Libra is all about keeping that balance, keeping that harmony. So it's funny because I also see Libra as doing a little bit of this as well, because they like material possessions. And so it feels like the sacrifice. I don't know why, but it does. I feel like you might have to sacrifice something to create something new, and then bringing in music to help really flow that out and feel what that is, and maybe even just calm yourself and feeling like, to calm your nerves, put in some good music to flow all of that.
I like that. It's so perfect because I feel like that feeds right into the cards that I pulled for Moon in Scorpio, and that's happening early Thursday morning. So the moon's going to shift into Scorpio to help escort us through more of these Leo, Scorpio squares that are coming tomorrow. And the card I pulled, the first card, clinging to the past, which reminds me what Nikki was just saying, because I also pulled the compromise card. And so I think, like she just was saying, with this energy that's coming through this week, you may have to let go of something that you once valued, something that was once important to you, but maybe isn't serving you anymore. And so that's where I think the compromise card comes in. Like, I had this thing, I once valued it, I still appreciate it, but there's something else that I want more, that I want to draw in. And so it's like, hey, Sometimes you have to let go of the past to bring in what you want. And this is mastery. I pulled the Master card. And I think, this is really important too. This may be about our beliefs. There's so many levels that this could be with the Scorpio energy. Be willing to let go of what no longer serves you, to be a master of where you're at now. Every day is you're a new you. It's a new beginning. And sometimes you have to let go of what you believed yesterday about yourself to really step into who you are today. That goes with my final card, Coventina, purification. It's time for a cleansing detoxification of your body and your mind. There's just so much release energy between Nicole's cards and my cards. Whether your detox is of your beliefs, or you do something physical, or you just drink a lot of water just to kind of flush your system, or you do something energetic. Imagine, like diamonds cleaning you out. And that's what came to me with this, or pink light going through you. Whatever works for you to help cleanse yourself. I think with this Scorpio and this light and darkness energy that we're going to be working with over the next couple days, it's important. Nicole?
So I pulled the Creator card again. I shuffled it in and then it popped back out again. So again, we are still in this creation energy, and you are wanting to create something, and you are creating something. But through the creation, I pulled the Storm card. We have to weather the storm. Again, it is both this kind of like creation, destruction energy. It's like letting go of something, just like Mimi said, to manifest. That's the next card I picked, to manifest something new. So if the storm arises, like if you have an argument with someone, or something starts falling away, or you get an argument at work, or whatever that is, know that it's helping your creation of some kind, because something really does need to, like, it needs to be pulled out from like a deep place. The storm really needs to come through and really knock some crap out. And I almost feel, and these don't have it, but I almost feel that tower energy. That tower energy kind of like, and that's Scorpio, they're intense. And it's like, if you really want to create this, you've got to destroy something else to manifest what you want. That's the message I get from all three of these cards.
Awesome. All right, so then Friday, we reach the squares. Which squares in astrology, it just shows us our resistance within. Like, this isn't the planets resisting each other. They're showing us our inner resistance. And this resistance is the darkness and the light, the creation and the destruction. It's all ultimately about transforming you and helping you step into your greatest light. And the first card I pulled, it's so funny with this energy, is the Harmony card, actually. But what I like about this card is these dolphins are actually helping this being create harmony within the self. I think so often we create disharmony by forgetting about finding harmony within ourselves. And so this is saying, tap into your heart, tap into your intuition. You know what to do. Listen to yourself. And Scorpio, amidst all of this work that we're doing with these final degrees of Saturn and Scorpio, there is a lot of intuition available to you. So get in alignment with your heart. I also pulled the Miser card that Nicole pulled earlier. And so this card, I love this figure, this old withered figure holding onto their jewels, afraid to share the jewels. And I think Saturn and Scorpio can be a little bit like that. I think that withered figure, that reminds me of the energy of shame. And Saturn and Scorpio, we've been digging up, tapping into our shame. And so, the sun in Leo today is like, not today, but Friday is like, hey, shine anyways, shine, bloom, flower, be who you are despite the shame. It's time to unlock your jewels. It's time to share the jewel you have with the world. And so the moon is also going to be squaring Venus on Friday as well. And so Venus is about our talents. Venus is about our worth, and the moon can show us what's hidden. So find the harmony within yourself with this. You're going to come across the Miser wanting to hide back your light, but this is where you're going. You're going into this flowering energy. And from the goddesses, I think this is so important, especially with the storm, the storms that may come up with this. Kuan Yin, compassion. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. It's like tapping into this harmony card. Tap into the love and light within yourself. Have compassion for yourself. Have compassion for the mean things that you said to yourself. Have compassion for, you know, the scared little being within you that's held back, and see how you can break through this energy. Nicole?
Okay, so this is what I got for Friday. So we'll start with the Sun squaring Saturn. So the Sun, obviously in Leo, squaring Saturn in Scorpio, and then then I'll move on to the Moon, which is also in Scorpio, and it's squaring Venus in
Leo.
Oh, so a lot of Leo squares Scorpio energy, and so my cards are very, very interesting for this. I got the 9 and the 10 of rainbows, which is pentacles, but we got the We Are the World card. So how everything is connected. It's the collective consciousness. It's the we are kind of one, and the dance that you have on the planet is also connected to the dance of everyone else. So what you do and what you heal and what you decide to move forward with in your life is going to connect to everybody. Also, this is a collective issue that's going on. And so I'm about to talk about what that issue is. I pulled the sexuality card. So, of course, we're at the end. We are at the end of the Scorpio transit with Saturn for the next 30 years. We are at the tail end, that scorpion tail end of the lesson. So, what you learn the last 3 years around sexuality is very important. It connects with everybody. And you are ripe to do this, and be fearless. Fearless with your sexuality. The miser card, not showing your jewel. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and get a trench coat and flash everybody, but it's being willing to share that intimacy, share that jewel of yourself, be more sexual, be more yourself, and bring that sensuality, that sexuality out. And don't apologize for it. And I don't know why this is coming up, but, there's a lot of slut shaming and all of this other stuff. And it's like, if you've been slut shamed, it's time to heal that. You are ripe and you're ready and you're juicy and you're ready to be seen as a woman or a sexually empowered man, whatever you are. So it's okay to do that. It's okay to show that sun is like illuminating it, and Saturn is like, you still got to show that sexual nature of yourself. Then the moon squaring Venus, and I love this. I pulled again, guys, the creator card. I keep pulling it, and this one it jumped. So the moon square Venus, create what you love.
Oh, I love that.
Says the moon square Venus. That moon in Leo is going, you love something. Why do you keep hiding it? It's time to create. And then I have this rebirth card. It is time to rebirth yourself and create what you love. It's time. And it keeps pushing that kind of thing. And Venus, I mean, come on, Venus and Scorpio, sexuality, and then the Leo energy and the moon. I mean, it's just perfect. So it's really time to step in to your nature. And I keep getting it. Like, don't apologize for yourself. Keep creating what you believe that needs to happen on this planet. It is not time to be quiet. It is not time to pretend like shit's not going down in the Whole Foods parking lot and there's really bad things happening on this planet. We are the world. We're all connected to it. We're on this planet. So if you love talking about whatever passion that is, whether it's vaccines, the children, education, medicine, fracking, God, whatever, environmental is, the water, the droughts, whatever that is, whatever like really sparks you and what you love to talk about. We are the freaking world. We need your little thing. We need your perspective. And it doesn't mean that just because I like education and medicine issues, that your environmentalism and fracking issues is better or worse than mine. It's just your perspective. So you don't worry about what other people are doing. Do what you need to do. And, and then team up with the person who's doing the other one, because thank God for them, they're holding another perspective of it. So whatever you love, focus on that one. And because you're here to help. We're all here to help. We need everybody. So that's what I get.
I love that. I love that so much. All right. And just to mention, I think the shame thing goes so hand in hand with the sexuality thing, just because I think there's so many of us running around with shame around our sexuality. I hope one day we can do a Gaia perspective about this. I want to do a Gaia perspective about sexual abuse and how it's not just physical. I think some religious beliefs, the way people will put them on their children, which, whatever, I think it counts as sexual abuse. And I'd like to talk about that at some point. We'll get to it one day when we do our Gaia.
Yeah, I like to do that too. And talk a little bit, and like the slut shaming too. That's abusive too. Yeah. In high school, and girls and the cattiness and all of that. That's all part of the sexual abuse. It shuts you down, and then you don't feel like you can express yourself in that way anymore. So there's a lot of forms of it, and on ways to break free of that.
Yeah. Right. Totally. So totally switching gears. We're moving Sun into Sagittarius. Or not Sun into Sagittarius, sorry. Moon into Sagittarius. The Sun's last day in Leo. I know. There's too much brain activity. So Sun it's the last day of Deep Leo. I almost did it again. And then Moon into Sagittarius on Saturday. And the first card I pulled that I almost dropped, Nothingness. And this is one of my favorite cards from the Osho deck, because this is the card of pure potentiality. This is the card of anything happening. Anything goes. And that is that Sagittarius energy. And I love that it's feeding into our last day of Sun in Leo. Anything can happen. What is your creativity? What is your light? Where do you want to go with this? We're going to be working through this with the Virgo energy. We're going to be moving into Virgo energy tomorrow, even more. The Sun meeting up with Jupiter and Mercury in Virgo. So there's so much potential for the creation energy to become manifest in the physical. And this is saying, hey, there are no limits. Everything comes from this place of nothingness and becomes some version of thingness. And the other card I pulled is the sharing card. And so, be willing to share your ideas, put your ideas out there, talk with like-minded people, put your light out there. And I think like-minded is the good thing. Don't share these ideas with people who are going to poo-poo your ideas. Share them with your friends. Get together with your community and be like, this hit me so hard. This feels so good. And your friends, your true friends, will help lift you up and enhance your light. And from the goddesses, Lakshmi, bright future, stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. Lakshmi she's the goddess of abundance. So, nothingness is becoming thingness, and Lakshmi is there supporting.
Okay, Saturday, Moon in Sagittarius. I get first, stay in the moment. Second, I get the sorrow card. And this is what I get from the sorrow card. The sorrow card says, the pain is not here to punish you. The pain is here to make you alert and make you aware of what is not okay. So first you got to stay in the moment and not go into that victim mentality if something happens that you feel sad. You take responsibility for that you're in the situation, and you ask the pain and sorrow what it's trying to teach you or trying to push you to. And what I get from the other deck is the voice card and the confidence card. So have confidence, just like Mimi said with the sharing card. Have confidence to share your voice with someone. So it might be the reason why you're sad is because someone has crossed a boundary and you haven't stood up for yourself yet. So something's going awry in your life and you haven't said how you feel and what you need. Have the confidence to know what you need and say it clearly to them. Because if you do, you might find that you get what you need. But if you haven't spoken up, it's like, I hate to say this, but it's like, whose fault is it anyway? If you're not saying what you need, then they can't read your mind. And if they still do it, then you got to make bigger boundaries. But the pain of whatever happens in this energy is just pushing you to be more confident in yourself and really stand up and use your voice and say what you mean. And don't be scared of what other people think. Just say it, because someone will resonate with you. It's kind of like the We Are the World thing. It's like, no more hiding, no more hiding. You got to say how you feel. We need more people to really raise up and start going for it.
Perfect. All right, so then on Sunday, the sun moves into Virgo, and the sun's moving into Virgo pretty early in the morning. It's actually shifting into Virgo at 3:37 a.m. Pacific time. So we will be sleeping, some of us, through the shift. And the first card I pulled is We Are the World. And I love this. I'm actually going to just go back to what Nicole had to say about this for this Virgo transit. We are the world. Everybody has their passion. What issue makes you want to step up and be like, hey, whether it's animals, of course, go into the animal, love, love wins. Whatever your issue is, stand up and be willing to just say what you believe. Put it out there. Besides that, I got a whole bunch of cards that all came out together. The experiencing card. And this woman here, she's touching the tree. She's experiencing the earth. That, I feel like, is about being in the moment. Whatever that moment is, Virgo is so much about the body. Your body is your physical antenna on this planet. So the feelings that come through, what you experience through your body is a lesson for you. It's telling you something. It's a communication for you from the earth, from the energy around you, from yourself, from your organs. So be willing to experience it. Work with this through this time of Virgo. It's such an amazing time. Somebody posted today, like, okay, body, I'm glad I can hear you. Thank you. I get it. That's going to be this energy. Sun in Virgo, and for this year, Jupiter in Virgo. And have the courage. Have the courage to grow and expand and listen to yourself with your body. Sometimes I tell my clients, I love all the Asian medicine techniques, doing the inner smile, smiling at your organs. Have the courage to talk to yourself. It's such a funny thing, but if you talk to your organs, you talk to your liver, you talk to your gallbladder, talk to your spleen, talk to your dog, talk to Logan, whatever, but have the courage to do that, because that's ultimately going to just help you bloom into yourself, into what's healthy for you. Get in tune with you. Have the courage to do it. Finally, postponement. I think this card goes along with what we've been saying about this Leo energy moving into Virgo, the manifestation of it. It doesn't mean, again, that it's happening now, right now. There's still process going on, and it's postponement. This isn't a no. It's more like, have patience. I like it. There's this gray and white, background here. It's kind of like, oh, I just want it now. This doesn't feel good. But meanwhile, there's all this color. Focus on the beauty of the earth. Get into the moment. Enjoy yourself. Do the Abraham thing. Just enjoy yourself where you're at. Don't worry about what's coming. Enjoy yourself where you're at. Keep moving forward, and it's going to come. And then from the goddesses, I know so many cards, but all these cards came out with this. Ostara, fertility, and Rhiannon, sorceress. And I love these together. Fertility, you are a creator. The creator card, Nicole's pulled it a million times. We are creating. Creation is happening. You are fertile with your ideas. You are fertile with these energies coming to life. And Rhiannon, sorceress, you're a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Don't forget the magic part of all this. Leave space for the magic. Leave space for the miracles to help come through with all this energy. Nicole?
Okay, so Sun in Virgo shifting over, and then my birthday month, yay. So the first card I picked was slowing down. This is the King of Pentacles, which Virgo is an earth sign. So slowing down. And with it, I got the completion card. So you don't have to like have this crazy, forceful, everything's gonna, I have to do everything now thing. It's like it's gonna complete on its own. You just have to take one step at a time, know that you have everything that you need, that turtle energy, and just slow down. Because the more that you slow down, the more you'll be able to realize what you are creating in this Virgo energy. Bless you. Sorry, she sees that I saw it. And then something about completion, which I think is so great for Virgo energy. They like, let's tie it in a neat little bow and finish it, So what you need to finish some things this year, then go ahead and do it. Complete some things. But maybe, that's kind of like, I want to create something new. Well, just make sure you tie those loose ends. Make sure you got the final details. Make sure you dot your I's and cross your T's before you move on to the next thing. And that's probably why you have to slow down. The other one is worthiness. Worthy. You are worthy of this completion. You are worthy to take a rest. You don't have to try so hard. You're already there. You're already worthy. You already have the ruby slippers, Dorothy. You are already worthy, right? So you're already a gem. You don't have to try so hard. And I think that's a big one. It's like we want to push and we want to try harder. It's not coming. Let's try harder. Well, sometimes you have to pull back and allow. And just know that you're worthy to receive it. And that's about, that's kind of all I'm getting with that. But the worthy card is definitely, I love this card too. It's so pretty. Let me see. Is there anything else? Let me see. I feel like I want to say one more thing about it. Because it's Virgo and, And don't worry. I love this immunity card. I pull this a lot. Immunity means that you're protected, you're safe, everything's okay. You have immunity, you have safety, and you're healthy. Build your immune system too. Virgo.
Perfect. Virgo. Yeah. All right. Well, that is it for the transits. These transits this week, switching Sun into Virgo and the Leo Scorpio squares and some moon shifts, lunar shifts. So please, comment, like, share a video. Check out Gaia Perspective. We have shows coming out on Gaia Perspective all the time. And check out our daily posts on our Gaia Blooming Facebook page. We have posts. We have daily astrology. Nicole gives her guidance. She also gives that on her Nicole Oman Facebook page. And you can find her at NicoleOman.com. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for this week. It is, yeah, we have the squares, but it's funny because the squares actually felt like the stuff that was pushing us forward. And the moon transit felt the more kind of, okay. I think it's going to be a decent week. Just, if you need anything, just let us know.
Absolutely. All right. Have a beautiful week. We'll see you next week. Namaste.
Namaste.